got it?
When was that book published, Days?
Well, should that be a good question?
2011, 2012.
You going now? All right. 3, 2, 1. Yo, we missed this weekend Sohigho show. What I have, great damn delivery. The best delivery in the whole damn world. I got a grandson, so you gotta excuse me for missing that. And we live on scene this day out at the ABC bar on West 125th in Thieveland, giving you a with a Cleveland legend, the one and only Twig Sparks up in this mug. I call him Twiggy Smalls, is the illest. Been down in the land, super supreme. I can't tell you all his accolades. Sits under the tree. He'll take you way back to where we was doing. Just to give a little bit, tell everybody your name, probably where you get at, and really what you've been up to a little. Probably tell them about how we know each other, and then we'll get into maybe what you're doing now.
Yo, Twig Sparks, a.k.a. Senior Cheese Boss, a.k.a. Epic, a.k.a. Knowledge, RTA, CST, BYS, you know. I want to say we go back to when my man had one of the best companies for promotion for hip-hop in the 90s, you know what I mean? And brought prolific acts to Cleveland. When I ran across, I came out of the Navy in Norfolk and then went to Queens. I worked with the Shirt Kings quickly. Had enough of that and started airbrushing. Left New York and then came back to Cleveland. That's around 94. Somebody said there were some dudes that was holding it down on the artwork side. There was over on Larchmere, which is a crazy uppity area of Cleveland, so I couldn't believe it was true. When I slid through, the homie Santa was there working on a logo for these dudes under the tree. Jazz was there. Pat Barnes was there, which is the ultimate salesman.
Correct.
Jazz, rest in peace, had the convertible Chrysler 300.
Dope. It was fresh. And Roel was there.
Roel was doing airbrushing. And I was like, how can I be down? You know what I mean? Me and Santa pretty much instantly got super cool. And I started airbrushing at Severance. Went from Severance to Randall. Got with Sano, we got RTA and CST, Ruthless Thieveland artists and Cleveland Squad Tribe put together. We started recruiting cats, so like Task, Taste. Even in Days, they came under more Sano because he was hanging out with the School of Arts with these cats and moving and shaking. And I was like the lone wolf and cub, you know what I mean? I came through Dolo one night under the cover of darkness. You know what I mean? And we started rocking. You know what I mean? I remember when me and Sano did the lowrider sign down on Euclid with my dude Jock.
Absolutely.
Then
Legendary.
so all over the city we were doing things. You know, I did a few clubs, Jupiter being one, random like little pool spots.
I'm gonna intervene in that. The stuff he did at Jupiter, because that club didn't go good, is so legendarily epic, and the whole world didn't get to see more of that artwork. Probably some of his most complete pieces. I've been following his art career for a long time, but as far as the whole body of work, enough people didn't see that.
I'm gonna tell you what made it magical though is that we didn't have the technology to have cameras like that. I mean, we did, but we were real hood, and we were taking these opportunities as they came. You know what I mean? So we were more concerned on how to execute the mural than more than setting up a shoot.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And these things happen with the essence of artwork because we didn't give a fuck about recording it. We gave a fuck about leaving that mark. And sometimes that mark was obscure because it didn't last long. You know what I mean? But and I was also fortunate to have a very good childhood friend of mine, Rob Devine, rest in peace, who whenever he would make a break, if there was some artwork that got like brought up, he was like my dude.
Correct.
So that's what also gave me a leverage too, because Rob was so in everything, and he knew Sano, but me and him knew each other from elementary school. So if art came up, he was like, Twig, I need you to, and of course I came through, you know what I mean? When Scott was at the Humidor, you know, as soon as I started talking about artwork, he was like, boom. and I got him to buy the crazy color silver, like metallic silver, and I was thinking about Star Trek. Like I'm gonna make people think they in this.
Right.
It was that crazy orange, and then that crazy silver, and I did those like amoebas on the wall.
Right.
Boop, 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 boop. You know what I mean? And Rob spearheaded that, the Roxy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And just so people don't know what the Humidor was, a cigar lounge, high end, downtown, one of the first West
Like the
Six.
Brillo pad.
Yeah, that shit. And he was the interior designer with a spray can back in the day at some of the top clubs. He like really touched a lot of places when he was there.
Bike messenger for Bonnie Speed. So I knew the ins and outs of downtown very, intimately. You know what I mean? From when Goldfish was over there by Prospect to the little jewelry store over there. You know what I mean? Before that was a little restaurant area,
And just a connection with Rob Divine. Rob Divine is the inspiration for a lot of that under the tree underground parties. He came back with a New York swag, and him even saying Goldfish is right off of West 6th or West 4th. No, that was East 4th.
East 4th.
On the Chinese Boulevard is what we, no disrespect, that's what we used to call it back in the day.
And I was from the Heights, so you got your vast boots from there. You got your real dope hiking gear from there. You know what I mean? It was fresh. And then you had what was it, Man Talk? No, what was a Man Talk? What was the little spot where you get the silk shirts and everything right there?
Yeah.
What was it, Man Talk? It was the Mad Hatter. Yeah.
The Mad Hatter was around the corner. The reason I brought that up about Rob Divine is because that's when he threw some of the first 4 different events on the floor right on East 6 Party, Downtown Records, right by Downtown Records.
He was ahead of his time.
Way ahead of his time, and we don't give him enough in Cleveland history. All us promoters and doing anything is standing on a piece of his back, whether all this whole creative artsy scene that just vibing together at the bar. Rob Divine brung that together and just jacked that more for the hip hop, underground hip hop. That's just we specialized there, and he was
Rob Divine was our Fab Five Freddy.
Without a doubt, hands down. That's a good description.
Because he knew every creative in every discipline at a high level. If you needed a DJ, he knew the best one. You need a promoter, he knew the best one. If you need a graffiti artist, he knew the best one. You know what I'm like? And he crossed a lot of borders because Rob was cool with a lot of people that didn't hang out with each other.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did. He really did.
Rob would take me to the west side. I'm like, where the fuck are we at over here, son? You know what I mean? He'd be like, yo, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? So that's where my roots come from, right after the Wizard or Nomad piece over there by the barbershop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Hayden drive-through. The shrimp boat, Caribbean Sea, Peter Pan.
He taking you on Cleveland history.
That's us. You know what I mean? 1148. You know what I mean? Chain Link Addiction.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, also, people might not know that's from here and know about your tattoo career, and you've been on a TV show, a national TV show. Can you tell people briefly about that experience for you?
Yeah, so I went and learned how to tattoo in Las Vegas, and that was at Diversity. I tattooed under Danny Knight. Danny Knight ran Cast Iron Tattoo in Orlando. He's now retired. Things got crazy at Diversity. A lot of my friends went over and worked at this brand new shop that was the first shop inside of a casino called Hart and Huntington. John Huntington was a Rob Divine in Arizona and LA. So he got cool with a bunch of MMA guys because he used to train jiu-jitsu. And then and he was a club promoter. His promotion was called the Pimp and Hoe Parties. The same like with Up in Smoke Tour and stuff like that. He was the Pimp and Hoe, and the whole thing was Pimp and Hoe. So dudes are walking in there with chicks with collars on and leashes and stuff like that. But this chick was like Janet Jamison, and it was Tito Ortiz because he was cool with both sides. So he got cool with Carrie Hart, and Carrie Hart was the first dude to attempt the backflip, and Meta Militia, those dudes. So his whole thing was like when the nightclub meets the fight club. So what he would do was throw parties where he would bring all these MMA up and coming stars in.
Yeah.
He would bring the fucking motocross dudes in.
Yeah.
And have the, then boom, before you know it, it's at Rain, before you know it.
Yeah.
So he was super cool with the Maloose. The Maloose owned the Palms. He was like, yo, let's put a spot in your casino, which is a tattoo shop.
Right.
You already got this, that, and the other. He was like, nobody got that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the MMA guys. I'm going to bring Kerry Hart as my partner. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to, and it's going to be like an edgy, and we're going to fuck over the Hard Rock because the Hard Rock don't have that. Because the Hard Rock had the beach pool party on Sunday.
Okay.
That was killing everything. You know what I mean? So he did that. I got hired there not knowing that it was a reality show there.
No shit.
Because I had two homies already working over there, and they was like, yo, you should fall through. I fell through, dude looked at my portfolio before you know